Our family abounded in tall, handsome veterans of World War II. My Uncle Hal had been an Army photographer. His job was to lie in the belly of U.S. bombers and take pictures of the bombings to make sure that the targets had been destroyed. My Uncle Carl flew planes in the Pacific. My absent father was said to be cut from the same angular, dark-haired, hyper-masculine pattern. The war may not actually have been a constant topic of conversation in my childhood, but it seemed to be, at least to me. These men stood up straight as if still in uniform and spoke in loud voices as if still giving orders. But around the time of my first birthday in 1950, my father was placed in a veterans hospital with some sort of mental disorder, which may have been schizophrenia or may have been PTSD or may have been something else. For a year and a half after my father went into the hospital, I lived with my mother's parents in St. Louis while my mother stayed in Michigan, attempting to understand their future, her future, and my future. And so my father became a fictional character, portrayed by my mother in detail and with a tragic air. He was uniquely handsome, Gregory Peck, brilliant and charismatic. He had gone to West Point and chosen the cavalry, but the cavalry was disbanded, so they put him in the tank corps, except that he was too tall for a tank. He turned to the Army Air Forces, but because he was too tall for a plane, he invented a way of refueling planes in mid-air. When they tested his hypodermic method, one of the testing planes crashed, and the pilot was killed. While my father was working out the kinks, the British came up with another method, and he found himself back in the infantry. He was sent to Bavaria to organize and aid the sea of refugees then flooding in from the east, and there he met my mother, who was serving in the WAC.